Hello, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. I'm trying something new for the Tarotscope. So I thought it would be fun to maybe do a live reading. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out, and I want to hear from you about whether you prefer this or whether you like the recorded videos. I also want to hear from you whether you like just seeing the cards like this or you prefer to have me on camera, whether you like to have the new moon and full moon videos. I just want to hear from you as to what you guys like. So this is going to be a Tarotscope for January for Pisces. Welcome to 2019. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm going to shuffle here a little bit, and then I'm going to talk while I shuffle about the new moon, January 5th. That's in Capricorn. It's also a partial solar eclipse, and it's conjunct the fixed star Vega. So it's got this generous, optimistic, creative, poetic influence to it. And then later in the month, January 20th, 21st, we have a total lunar eclipse, full blood wolf moon. And so that's a full moon at 0 degrees, 51 minutes Leo. And that one's got kind of an air of unpredictability to it. It is square Uranus and Aries. And so it's got kind of this changeable nature. And I think, Pisces, you've been through sort of a bumpy road last year. There was all that retrograde motion throughout most of the year. And what's great about 2019 is that everything's going direct. It's a great year for your career, Pisces. You've got Jupiter in your 10th house here in Capricorn for most of the year. So it's a great year to shine in terms of your career, your outward reputation. I'm seeing some of you coming out of this Eight of Swords energy. So that means no longer feeling like you're stuck. You're releasing yourself from something, Pisces. So I'm really loving that for you. So let me get right into the cards here, and we'll see what's coming up for Pisces for January 2019. We open with the Fool in reverse. So it says something about how you are ready to take a leap of faith. You're ready to take a new jump on something, begin a new cycle. But there is a little bit of fear, doubt, or resistance. What is your hesitancy, Pisces? What is that about? Because Fool is all about having faith, having courage, feeling like all possibilities are open to you, feeling like it's a new, fresh beginning. So with it in reverse, it's just saying that you're ready for that. You're ready. He's ready to jump off this cliff. But it's just saying there might be a little bit of fear, doubt, or resistance towards doing that. I have a feeling by the end of the first quarter of 2019, you're going to be ready to start this new beginning with whatever that is. So that's kind of fun, open energy. New year, new beginning. I'm actually loving that for you. And then we have Judgment. So it looks like another major Arcana card, by the way. So big themes. And it looks like there's a second chance on something. Judgment is usually when we released the karma of the past. We clear things out with forgiveness, and we're able to just give something a second chance, give something new life. It's like leaving old baggage behind and breathing new, fresh life into something. So I love, with Fool here in reverse, a new, fresh beginning, and then also Judgment, which is also, it's a 2 card, so it can be like about a partnership. It's like giving something a second chance, using that powerful force of forgiveness to let go, burn away the past. It's really just about acknowledging the present moment. In this card, he's blowing this trumpet, and you can only hear the trumpet in the present moment. It's not happening in the past. It's not happening in the future. It's just happening now. And so by staying in this present moment, you are allowing what is happening to happen. You're being there. You're being present. So I love that energy for you, Pisces. Big themes at the beginning of 2019, and it's about going forward. where last year was a lot about retrograde motion, and it's sort of like, I think of it as like when you buy a house or if you buy a boat, there's that point at which you want to inspect everything and see where all the weaknesses are and see where all the flaws are so that you can correct them before you move into the house. So last year was about identifying where we have points of weakness or where we have our shadows, where we don't see our Achilles heel. So life brought that up for us to learn and heal from it so that we can go forward stronger this year. Next, we have the High Priestess. Here, this is in reverse. This is your card, Pisces. So this means listening to your intuition. This means getting quiet and following that quiet voice within. So it's telling me that you kind of already know the answer. You kind of already know what's going to work for you, which direction you should go in. I'm seeing it as being relevant to this Fool card. This New Beginning and this Priestess are both in reverse. So there's just a little bit of hesitancy, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear maybe, but you kind of already know the answer about what this new fresh beginning is going to be. And it may be about a second chance on something. It may be about a renewal of something, definitely letting old karmic cycles go. So I'm kind of excited for you, Pisces, about that. 2019 really feels like moving forward energy. And with these being all major arcana cards so far, this is like a big new cycle for you. Let's see what else is coming up. Oh, that's not even a card. We've got Four of Swords in reverse. So some of you may be coming out of a period of hibernation or just being reflective. If maybe your December or the last part of 2018 was about taking a time out, thinking things over, reflecting on things, that's the energy of this card. So with it in reverse, it means you're coming out of a period of sitting this one out, taking time out to think things over. You're coming into action. And that's what beautiful January's energy is all about. We've got a lot of Aries energy, which means going forward. We've had Mars in Pisces for the past while, and Mars is now moving into Aries, where Aries is the ruling house of Mars, whereas Mars is in detriment in Pisces. So it's basically like moving into a period where we're ready to break through barriers. If maybe we've taken a time out to just reflect on things, gathered and collected our energies, taken time out to heal from all that retrograde motion, and sort of process the lessons that we've learned, in January we go forward. So that is us coming out of this Four of Swords energy. So I'm liking that a lot. Both of these cards, by the way, are about going within. Both High Priestess and Four of Swords are all about going within. So whatever resources or assets or insights or maybe secrets, whatever information you've been able to collect by going within, you're now coming out and using that information, using that insight to affect your life as you sort of emerge here in January. So I'm loving that for you as well, Pisces. Then we have Ten of Cups, happiness, emotional fulfillment. I'm seeing this at the first or second week of January for you, Pisces. So it looks like you're going to be finding a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional fulfillment. You know, this means just all the most amount of cups on a card that there can be. So this means being full, this is joy, this is peace, this may mean being in a relationship. It means when your inner world is congruent with your outer world. I think it was Gandhi who said, when our thoughts, our words, and our actions are all in alignment, that's when we find true happiness. So that's Ten of Cups is showing up for you there. Then we have Queen of Swords in reverse. So Queen of Swords is someone who's usually really clear on her boundaries, on speaking the truth. This could be someone who is either not being truthful in your environment, or this could be not willing to set boundaries, not willing to be really clear and direct about boundary setting. It can also be a air sign person, so it could be a Gemini, Aquarius or Libra, who maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with. But what I'm mostly reading for you with this Pisces is that you really need to get clear on your boundaries. Be clear about speaking the truth, what's true for you, what you'll accept, what you don't accept. That may be one of your challenges here in January, and it's only going to take you forward, Pisces. So I encourage you to set those boundaries. And usually with Queen of Swords, she's usually clear about who she's allowing in and who she's keeping out. So it may be hard for you to determine that, but that's your opportunity there at the middle of January as well. Then we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Staves in this deck, also in reverse. So this means, this could also be a fire sign who you may not be seeing eye to eye with. This could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or this could be you, Pisces, just not feeling 100% confident, or not feeling like you can take action on something quite yet. There might be something, some big plan that you are thinking about that is in delay. Queen of Staves usually is really good about taking action. She's really good about manifesting and making things happen. So with both of these queens in reverse, there may be an air sign person or a fire sign person who are either just being not involved in the situation, or who are being, they're kind of like not in your world is what I'm seeing. I'm not sure why I'm reading it that way, but I'm getting that both of them, there's a no that's being said about both of them. So there may be a Queen of Swords, an air sign that's leaving your world, and a fire sign that's leaving your world. It's sort of like those queens are not welcome in your world, is what I'm seeing, Pisces. And then the Eight of Coins in reverse. So this usually means putting in the work. This means working diligently, working steadfastly. There's something that you might not be putting work into anymore, Pisces, or that you're not putting in any more effort in that direction. There's something where you're saying, I want to work on something different. I want to work on a different project. I'm not feeling comfortable putting in more effort towards this. So that's what I'm reading as Eight of Coins energy. Then we have Justice. So towards the end of the month, likely when we have that full moon in Leo, Leo is a house for you. Leo's usually about creativity. It's about being on stage. It's about living large. It's about the finer things in life, romance. So with that full moon in Leo, I'm seeing that justice may arrive around that time. So usually full moons illuminate something. They bring some truth to the surface. And usually it's a great time to release anything that feels outdated, to release anything that feels like it's no longer serving you. And I'm seeing justice showing up. This could be an involvement with a Libra, or that you get a legal action that goes in your favor, some kind of settlement, some kind of verdict or decree. But I'm seeing justice is finally served. Justice comes with that full moon in Leo. So be on the lookout for that. It's balance, it's equilibrium, it's justice, it's karma. So that's coming towards the end of January. And then we have Hierophant. So you've got a lot of major arcana cards showing up here, Pisces. You've got Fool, Judgment, High Priestess, Justice, and now Hierophant. So those are 5 major arcana cards. And Hierophant is all about spiritual wisdom. It's also a card of commitment. So there may be someone who is offering you a commitment. It's a card of going to the next level, learning something new. But I'm seeing for some of you, it could be partnership. Some of you may be partnering with a Libra, whether in business or in a romantic way. But justice is being served, and you're being offered some sort of commitment towards the end of the month. I'm seeing it right around that full total lunar eclipse, full blood moon. There's some sort of emotional thing that you need to release and make room for this 10 of Cups. If any of you have been feeling grief from the past year and all those retrograde motions, that full moon in Leo, because it's a total lunar eclipse, it will allow you to purge any old outstanding emotions in order to clear room for this 10 of Cups, which is really great energy. It's like feeling emotionally fulfilled. I almost think of it too, it's funny it's showing up in January. I think of it as that stack of glasses that they pour champagne and it just keeps pouring over and over and over into the other glasses. That's the feeling of this January energy as you're letting go of old cycles, old feelings, as you've integrated all those lessons from the retrogrades of the last year. And you're incorporating all of that to this new structure that's you, to be able to contain all this emotional fulfillment. So I'm liking that for you too, Pisces. Be ready to allow in, clear out anything so that you can allow in this Ten of Cups energy and this justice. There may be a commitment that comes along with it. And then I have Three of Coins here. So Three of Coins in reverse means that there's some doubt, fear, or resistance to working on something. It could be that some of you are coming out of third-party energies. That's a possibility with Three of Coins in reverse. But it can also mean that you have a little bit of hesitancy to work together in a group. This could also mean a hesitancy to work in a particular social group or to put in effort in a particular group. You may be getting invitations to work in a group where you're not feeling like you want to participate in that. But I'm seeing it echoing this Eight of Coins energy where you're not willing to put in the work on something unless you see others putting in the work as well. I'm really reading the two of these kind of together because they're physical energy, they're coins energy. And it's saying, in reverse, it's saying there's fear, doubt, or resistance about putting in work towards something. And because it's right here next to this commitment partnership card, I'm seeing that you might not be wanting to put effort or work into something unless these queens are gone. You know, the air sign and the fire sign is how I'm seeing it. You're actually going to be bringing a lot of your intuitive knowledge to this situation, Pisces. But I do see justice being served, and I do see a commitment being offered. And then you have the Three of Staves. The Three of Coins and the Three of Staves, or the Three of Wands, in reverse, tell me that there might be something fuzzy about your future. You know you want to go in a certain direction. You know that you have a vision about something that you do want to build, but you may not be sure about where to start with it. You may not be sure about what are the first steps. So January may have this feeling about developing your vision, developing a project, a course of action. You don't necessarily have to take steps towards that yet because it may be a little bit still in development. It may be a little fuzzy as to what that is, but this is like the planning phase. Threes are visionary cards, and it usually has to do with having a vision and taking steps to begin implementing it. There may be a delay in a creative project or even just a project that involves your future, Pisces, but you are, because these cards are here, that energy is coming. Three is about growth. It's about creativity. So it's telling me that you may just not be clear on what the details of that are. So basically, that's my reading for you, Pisces. It looks like some really big new themes. It looks like with judgment and justice, you know, some renewals of things, some balancing out of energies. It looks like with this Fool, you've got, you know, the brand new beginning card at the very beginning of this year. So whatever your fear, doubt, or resistance or delay perhaps is, try to clear that out because you've got a lot of great emotional energy coming for you. And you've got justice coming. You've got Hierophant coming. There's a lot of beautiful stuff here in January. So I'm really liking that for you, Pisces. It's going to be about integrating all the lessons you learned from last year with all that retrograde motion and taking those strengths now forward with you into this new year, which is a lot of forward movement. So that's my reading for you, Pisces, for January. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up or share it with another Pisces. And if you'd ever like to book a reading with me, you can do that. I'll have a link in the top right corner once this is done, or I'll have a link below in the description. And please let me know if you like the live format or if you prefer the recorded videos, and whether you prefer to just see the cards or if you'd like to see me on camera. And if you enjoy the full moon and new moon videos that are separate, or just let me know what you'd like to see on the channel, what you like and what you don't like. And I want to tailor this channel to my stars. So I just want to thank you again for being here. As always, yours in the stars.